Righty-ho, my crafty friends. This is Lori at the Ladybug Journals. Thank you for joining me today in my craft room. Today, we are going to do a little mask make. And, I've got a whole stack of these things and I can't find them. So, it's not really a mask make if you don't have them all. On this little pocket. Now, this little pocket, you can see the original pocket over at Nancy Pyter's site, and that's her website, and I will link it down below. So if you want to take a screenshot, that's fine, and if not, that's fine too, because she'll be linked below. So, okay. So, this is a cute little pocket, and let me see if I can show you here. Let me get just a little bit of ink on that little thumb notch. I should have done it before I glued it, like I did on the other one. Okay, so this is 3 pockets. So you've got one here, you've got one here, and then I've got one here, or you could have it up here, and depending on how you put it on your page, you could also have one here. Now, I folded mine so it was facing to my left, but you could also fold it so it faced to your right. And this is going to go in our Garden Friends journal. And I thought it would look really nice on this page, the green and the green. So it's going to go here. And I wanted it open on this side. And I'm going to glue it down here and leave both of these sides open. And I want a little more ink over here. So I thought we would work on these today as a little mask make. And we're going to start adding some of this stuff that we've been making to this little journal. There you go. Now, you can also decorate this with some washi tape if you want. I've got some of the washi tape out that we've been working with. The yellow would be pretty. That one, let's see here. I've got some daisies in the green I could put across there. So let me show you how to make them, and then we'll make some. I've got some different papers cut. Now, the one thing I cannot tell you, a set on is how tall to make it, because I don't know how tall your page is. So you need to measure how tall your page is and how tall that you want them. I've cut mine at different heights because I wanted different heights. This one here, as you can see, is shorter, so I cut it shorter. I also cut it a little narrower. I'm using 12 by 12 cardstock, and most of them I cut down to about 8 inches. There are a couple I cut a little bit shorter, but most of them I cut down to 8 inches. And on the width of the 12 by 12, I cut down to, I think it was 7 inches. One of them I cut to an 8 by 8. I just wanted to see, how it would work with a square. So let's give the square a shot and see what happens with it. I thought, well, maybe you don't have 12 by 12. Let's see what squares do. So let's start with that. So this is one-sided. So it's going to be the same no matter what kind of paper you use. So you're going to fold it in half. Okay. You're going to fold it in half. And then I found it easier if I unfolded it. Let me do it this way for you. Well, no, it's got to go this way. And then you fold it up to the width of the pocket that you want. So I like my pockets about that deep. Okay. Now, you can go a little deeper if you're using 12 by 12 paper. Feel free, whatever floats your boat on your pockets. Of course, bigger paper, you're going to have deeper pockets. Okay. So, and I know you can't see that, so hold on a second. I'm going to ink it for you so you can see what I'm doing. Let me, the little ink down here. Okay. And let me do a little ink right here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So there's my fold lines. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut this line, the long fold line, and you're going to cut it to, Nancy cuts it right up to here. I have found if you're using cardstock, a substantial cardstock, if you cut it just a smidge, you see how I just barely went past it, just like that. It folds much easier. Now, if you're using a book page, like out of a book, not out of a magazine, not out of, like a flower book. If you're using a true book page, then you're going to want to keep it right there because it's a lot thinner. This is the cardstock we've been using. Listen, it's pretty substantial. So you need to go up there just a little bit because it's just in the way. That's just all there is to it. So I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to come right back across it again because I need it good and crisp. And then at that fold, I'm going to fold up. And I'm going to make sure that's crisp. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to slide it down a smidgen. I know everybody's upside down, but there's just not a whole lot I can do about it. And if that bothers you, then you don't want to use a directional paper, okay? If having your bottom pocket, if having those little pictures upside down bothers you, then don't use directional paper. Use a print that just goes every place, okay? Now, as you can see, I've got a little white showing here, so I'm going to trim that off before I ever, and the reason it's doing that is because of my fold. Okay. Here we go. Now, when you fold it, you just get that little fold down there, and that's what you want. Okay. Now, I'm going to come over here, and I'm also going to trim. Okay, because you want everybody lined up. There. Now, because I trimmed my paper down, I have another little piece of this left. I can come in and I can cover this white up. So I can cut a little piece to fit right across there because I don't want white showing. So I can put a little piece of white in there. But if you like the white, leave it. It's completely up to you. So I can cut a little piece of white, and you know what? I want this straight. So my paper cutter's right here. So I think I'm gonna cut a piece off the top here. It doesn't have to be big because my piece that's there isn't big. There we go. And then I'm just going to glue that down. Now, if you do it this way and you're covering up white, you need to make sure that the whole piece of paper is glued down because you don't want it sticking up because anything going in the pocket is going to get caught on it. Okay, so it's important to make sure you get your edges all the way around. That's the important part when you're gluing. Now, you could also use a glue stick if you wanted. That's what I did on the green one. I just used the glue stick. But this just happened to be close to my hand. So that's why I picked it up. Okay. So I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to get it close to the top. Okay. And anything that sticks over the side, I'm going to cut off. Okay. And I'm not worried about my scissors. They can be cleaned. They can be cleaned. Okay. Now, I want notches. So I'm going to bring my papers up together. I'm going to make sure that little piece is stuck down really well. I'm going to get my punch. And because I'm punching them at the same time, I should be able to go through them. There we go. Now, if you're going to ink now. Because you're not going to be able to ink in a minute. Let's see, I want this one. It's really hard to try and ink them after you get them glued down. It's really, really hard. Okay, so I just want a little bit on here. Now you need to decide. Do you want a top loading pocket, or do you want a side loading pocket? I'm not big on top loading pockets. To me, it seems like everything gets stuck in them. So I don't particularly like them. And I don't make a whole lot of them. I prefer side pockets, those side loading pockets, because I can see what's in them. And to me, they're just easier to deal with. So, I think I'm going to make this another side pocket. Most likely, all of mine are going to be side loading pockets. I'll be honest with you. They're most likely all going to be that. So, I need to fold this back up so I know where to put that punch. Okay. So, I know where I can put the punch on the side. And I can put it anywhere I want. There's no rule that says it has to be high or low. And I want mine right there. And then I'm just going to take this and scoot it right there on the inside. Okay, now it's time to glue. You glue this part first. So you open it up. And you glue around the inside here. You glue across the top. That's the only place you glue your big pocket. That's it. Now, down here, you're not going to glue yet. You're going to close this up, and you're going to make sure you line up. Come up, fold it. Up here. You're going to fold here, and you're going to glue up the sides. Just like any other pocket. And down. Okay, now for this one's not going to get glued to your pocket back here. Okay, this piece. It doesn't get glued to the pocket. It gets glued here. So, I keep my hand in it because that's the only way I can keep from gluing it to the back. I go like that. And then I pick it up and I make sure that it's where I want it. And then I fold it over. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, across this pocket, I put some glue. Just like that. Okay. Because I don't want this pocket scooting around on me. There we go. Ooh, I put too much glue. Okay, so wipe off any excess that you have. Make sure you're straight. And I'm never straight. You guys should know that. There we go. Okay. That's good. Make sure you haven't glued it to the big pocket. There we go. Almost did. Okay. There you go. Now you got a cute little pocket. Okay, now, if you want to decorate it further, you can decorate it further. But in a mass make, I don't decorate till I'm ready to use them. Okay, so I have some that are cut here that are double-sided, and these are bigger, as you can tell. So let's do these that are bigger. So again, I'm going to fold them in half. And the back of these are not one-sided. I mean, go one direction. Okay, I got stuff in my way here. Let me put the cap on this. The back of this is multi-directional, so it does not matter which way. Where did my bone folder go? Oh, here it is. So it doesn't matter which way it's going to go, okay? So I can fold this up, and now this pocket's going to be a little bit bigger. So I can fold this up, but I need to check this against my page here. So let's check this against the page. Let's put this in here, and let's fold this up. Gosh, I don't know if I want a pocket that big. Yeah, we'll go for it, won't we? Let's go for it. I don't know. That's a pretty big pocket. Let's trim a little off the bottom. Let's trim a little off the bottom. How big is this? Oh, wow, that's 4 inches. Let's make this 3. Holy cow. Where's it? No wonder I can't find it. I don't have it pulled out. Goofy thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I'm going to cut it the wrong way. Oh my heavens. All right, I just want an inch off of it. Oh yeah, that'll look better. All right, let's put this over here. All right, so I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold it up. Now, let's make sure. Yep, that fits good. That fits. All right, let's get these cut off pieces off of here. Okay. And let's fold this over. Okay. Now, I think on this one, I think we're going to round the corners on it. There we go. Oh, yeah, I like that. All right, so let's round some corners on this one. Before we do anything else, let's round our corners. Now, you don't have to round them if you don't want to. And if you want that to be different, you can cover it. And if you want it to be, say you want it to be the outside to be that and the butterflies to be, see, let me show you. If you have double-sided paper and you want it to be the other way, you can do it that way. Or if you want it, okay, I've already cut it, but if you wanted it to be the other way, you could go like this and fold it. And then your butterflies would go the right direction. Okay? So if you wanted to do that, you could do that. I have another piece of paper like this. We'll do it that way. Okay, so we're going to have this one. So let's punch our notches. And this one again is going to be on the side. Okay. So let's see how many of these we can get done today. My mass makes don't usually end up being much of a mass make, do they? Yeah, I think I want this one going this way. So let's fold our paper this way. Okay, now if your paper cracks on you, then you can always fix that with washi tape, you know, so there's no need to panic. Okay, let's see. No, that one doesn't really. That one doesn't work very well. Let's see. We've got some little yellow butterflies. No, it doesn't look very good. So feel free to put washi tape across it, you know, to add some more interest. To put, you know, any kind of washi tape that you like across it. if that's what you want to do. All right, so let's put some glue down here. Now you'll notice I didn't ink this one. Yeah, I didn't want to. But with all the colors on it, I could have inked it any color I wanted. I could have used the purple, the pink. I have all those colors, so I could have used any of those colors that I wanted. But it just wasn't in the inking mood for this one. Okay, so I want to put some glue right across the bottom here to catch the bottom of that. Okay. Now let's pull this up right there. Now let's make sure I didn't glue it to this. There we go. Nice size pocket. And here's what it'll look like on our page. Now, if it turns out being too big, I can still cut it off the top. I can still cut some off the top up there, which it is a little bit too big, so we might need to cut some off the top. It's a little bit too tall. Should have cut it a little bit shorter. So let's cut it a little bit shorter. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's better. That one's better. All right, let's round our corners before we glue. Okay, now we'll glue it back down. Okay. Now that one will fit better. Okay. Okay, now let me find the other one that's here, this one. Now, if I want my butterflies and my little birds to make sure that they're going in the right direction, you know, when I flip my pockets. Hold on here, I'm putting my pin in wrong. To make sure they're going in the right direction, then I'll turn it upside down. Okay. I want them upside down when I do it. So I'm going to fold it. Okay. Now this one's a thick piece of paper, so I'm going to fold it this way also. Now, for my pockets to be going in the right direction, okay, these are the birds and the butterflies. I want them going in the right direction. I want it folded this way. Oh, I got to turn it this way. Sorry. Okay, they're upside down. I'm going to fold it this way. And I need to make sure, let's make sure here. Okay. Right here. Okay. So now we need to cut from here right past our fold. Right past it, right there. Okay, so we're going to fold. We're going to flip up. And then this one's going to come down a little bit. Just like that. Now, what I was just thinking was, if you still wanted some of that to show, now, of course, he's going to be upside down, that you could fold some of that down. But then it all kind of blends in there a little bit. So I would just leave it like this. But I would still, you know, make sure you pull it down. But this one's going to be really tall then. So I would definitely cut some of this bottom one off. because that pocket's really going to be huge. There. So I would do it like that myself. There. Then if you wanted another one on it, that piece that you just cut off, you could put down there. Just like that. So now you have a third one on there. Okay. So I think we're going to do that. So we're going to round some corners. And on this little piece, we're going to use the baby hole. We're going to just use that little baby one. And where that fold was, we're going to trim that. Or where that cut was. Whoops. I just cut right through it. Just cut right through it. So I need to make sure that I glue that well. I knew that felt a little funny. All right, so let's go on and round these corners. And then I've got to go in there and glue that right, or put some washi tape on it even would work. I knew something didn't feel right on that side. Okay, so what kind of washi tape are we going to put over there? Let's see. I don't have any green out on my desk. I have daisies. Let's put some daisies on it. All right. Let's see the length I need here. Okay, let's turn this over. Okay, so I only need to go from here at the fold, and I'm going to take it all the way up. So I'm just taking the edge of my glue stick, and I'm running it all the way up the fold. Now, I didn't cut it all the way up the fold. I only cut a little piece. But if I'm going to put them on, I'm going to take it all the way up. So I'm going to go halfway on my washi, and I'm going to take it all the way up, just like that. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to open up these pockets, and then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to follow my washi tape all the way up until it stops. And then I'm going to fold the tape over, all the way over, like that. Okay, and then anything that sticks over at the top, cut it off. Just like that. Now, if you don't have washi tape, you can use a piece of book page. You can use another piece of your cardstock. Anything to reinforce that and or to cover that up is what you need. That's all that you need. Okay? There we go. Now that's taken care of. Now, let's line all of these up. We're going to have to do 2 at a time here. Okay, there's those 2. And then we're going to put, here, we'll just put this little one with this one. And then we'll line them up. Okay. And then for this one, yeah, see when I cut, I knocked this one right out of the fold. So let's trim it up. Let's take it down so it's nice and flush here. There we go. Let's put our notch. Now, where does that stop? That one stops there. Oh, and that. I have these things all in my hair now. Okay. Now, this one we can go on and put down here. But I do want to add just a little bit of this right here. Right across the top. There we go. Now, I don't need this, so I can put this away, but I do need this. So I'm going to go on and put this little pocket on. So let's go on and do this one first. Now, I always hold the area that I don't want to glue. Because I have glued so many pockets closed. And we will put this one down. And it looks like it's just a smidgen too long here. Just a smidgen. So we'll wipe that off. And we will come in and trim. There we go. Oh, and I just cut that off. So let's round that corner. This side. There we go. And then stick it back down. Okay. And then this piece here. We're going to put that piece up there. Now, before I put this piece down, I'm going to glue the top. All right, now I got those together. Now let's glue the top. And then we're going to glue this one. Okay, where do we fold? Here we go. Right there. Okay, now before I stick that down, right there. Okay, and stick that down. Okay, there we go. Now over here, I'm going to put just a little bit right in here. There. All right, so we've got 3 done so far. No, we've got 4 done so far. All right, let's do one more. All right, here's a small one. No, there's the first one I did. I wanted to show you. I knew it was there somewhere. All right, so there's 5. So let's do this one. Let's get that out of the way. All right, so here's one of the others I cut that was at a different size. Okay, so we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to fold up our pockets. Okay, now before I do anything else, I'm going to round some corners. Okay. Okay. So we're going to fold this one in. There it is. All the way up. Now this one, I just want a little smidgen of the white. I don't want a lot of it. And I don't mind the white on that because there's so much white in the background. That's okay. I don't mind it. There. Now, but before I glue, I want to open them up and I want to put my thumb notches in. Okay. There we go. Now this one I'm going to put on my right. I'm going to have a floor to sweep. I'm telling you, I've got a mess. All right, so let's glue this one down. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's trim this top. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, yes, I do. Every time we cut, it throws it. Okay. That's what it's doing. Okay. So I'm going to glue across the top. We're going to glue this one down. All right, see, these are quick and simple. You can make these out in no time. Okay, I'm going to put my hand in here so I don't glue it to the wrong place here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're closing up that pocket against the first pocket. There. See, you want to make sure that this pocket here is closed up on both sides. There we go. There's another one. Now this would look cute maybe with some bumblebee stickers. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to continue making these and adding them to the stash. When I see you the next time, we're going to be adding some of the stuff that we've made to our Garden Friends journal. So we're going to start adding all of the ephemera that we've made, and we're going to just see just how chubby she's gotten. So if you've enjoyed making all this ephemera with me and you've had a good time, don't forget to like the videos and subscribe, and you'll get notification every time we put out a new video, and you can have some fun. You know how to do it. You know how to do it. You know where the like button is, and if you have any comments or suggestions for some upcoming videos, I have a new project we're gonna start, because I know we're not gonna finish our Garden Friends journal. And if you haven't seen her, here she is. Here she is. She's got 9 signatures. So I know we're not going to finish her, anytime in the near future. There's the signatures. This is going to be a work in progress for us for a while. So we're going to find new things to put in her, and we're going to get excited about it. And then we're going to fill her up every time that we do. We're going to add a few things here and there, and we're going to move on to new projects. That's what junk journalers do. So if you want to get on that ride with us and have some fun, you can subscribe to the channel, and every time we add new videos, you'll be there to know about it. So you know where the subscribe button is, and you know how to like to our videos. Just hit that thumbs up. So until I see you again in our next video, ta-ta for now.